Hey everyone, Coach Cary here, and welcome to today's update on our 100-day journey. We're on day 4, and this is a journey of self-improvement, one where we want to see our clients and you, our followers, do better. And we're talking about, your health improving, your future being better than it is today, and your wealth improving, becoming more prosperous. Uh, in fact, yesterday what we talked about was benevolence, and that was really cool because we talked about how giving and giving more can make you happier, feel more fulfilled, and it can also lead to some bigger returns for you. And it's kind of like a principle, the more you give, the more you receive. And it takes a bit of faith in order to be able to give first um, before receiving. But try it out. Be aware today of people that are in need. Be aware of clients of yours or customers that need help, and try to extend a helping hand to them. I know I've been helped over the last few days by people on the phone or in person. I've done my best to help others, and I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. I want to thank you for joining us here on Instagram Live, on YouTube Live, and on Twitter Live. And today's our first day of using Twitter Live. We're pretty excited about it. We're going to use Twitter and Facebook interchangeably with our live feeds. We can always upload a recording later, but we want to make sure that we're getting through to a variety of different audiences, and we're putting out a good message, making the world a better place. So that's what yesterday's message was about on day 3. Today we're on day 4, and what we're talking about today is our masterclass tonight. Now the masterclass is on goal setting, and I'm going to walk you through SMART goals, and we're going to talk about how to get clear about your goals and what you want to accomplish in the next 100 days, and then also we want to talk about writing that down, making a plan, making it very specific and measurable. And then we want to make sure that we're celebrating and enjoying the process along the way. Because as you change and transform, you want to celebrate those little steps. And the change happens, in baby steps, just one little step at a time. And that'll lead to some bigger gains. So right now, it's just about getting your ideas on paper, setting some goals, and then and celebrating along the way. And at the end, we're going to have a big party to celebrate how much we've changed in the 100 days. So today's day 4, and what I'm encouraging my clients to do this week and you to do is to get rid of the clutter. And what I mean by that is get rid of unnecessary things. They could be unnecessary expenses, especially the recurring expenses. Get rid of those. And get rid of any clutter, physical clutter. If your room's cluttered, your office is cluttered, your car is cluttered, get rid of those things too, because when you do get rid of clutter and you get rid of things you don't need, it really brings you down to a very simple level of what's working for you. And then we can build up based on that. So this week it's really about eliminating unnecessary things, getting organized, and then as the weeks progress, we're going to build on that. We're going to take the next steps. I do encourage you this week just to spend a little bit of time exploring. And one of the things, I'll just share this with you quickly, is the Twitter feed. When I set up the camera, the camera was facing the wrong way. And there wasn't a button on Twitter where I could change the direction of the camera, but I quickly Googled it and found out you can double tap the screen and then it'll change the camera to do a selfie. So that was a good example of how we can spend an extra minute or two just answering some questions we have. And, these questions, sometimes they're nagging questions that continue day after day, and we put them off. But what I'd encourage you to do is take some action. Be patient with yourself. have an adventurous spirit where you can kind of look into things a little bit more. And that could radically change your life, like it did for me with Twitter. We could be reaching some people on Twitter right now, and I'm able to see myself here on the screen on my iPad. So I encourage you um, to explore, to look into things, to apply what you're learning. And that way it's going to make your routine better and just your life better in general. We'll be uploading podcasts from the weekend today. So if you're following our podcast channel, it's in the show notes. Or if you're on Instagram or Twitter, you can go to the link in our bio, and when you click on the link, you're going to get a menu. So that menu will give you options as far as if you want to listen to our podcast, you want to catch a YouTube episode you missed, you want to book in as a new client for our coaching programs, you want to catch the next webinar. The sales are closed now for tonight's masterclass on SMART goals, but we will have a recording available, and you can purchase the recording or the link to the recording, and we're going to have that available for you after the class. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. And if you're interested in a master pass, the master pass it gives you all of the master classes that we're doing that are paid in this master pass. It gives you weekly coaching sessions with text and email support in between sessions to apply what we're talking about. I think this is a great opportunity. And if you're interested in the master pass, let me know. We are going to be sharing the master pass, and we have a certain amount of passes available. It's going to be around the 10 to 15 mark because it's going to require those weekly coaching calls, and I'm doing the coaching calls right now. So it's going to require weekly follow-up, and I want to make sure I'm careful of my time. And so we'll have about 10 to 15 master passes available if you're interested in that. And I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope what I'm talking about is getting you to change, to think about what you're doing, and to encourage you to take some steps forward. Basically, we want to see you in 100 days better than you are today, better than day one and better than today, which is day 4. So we want to see you continually improve. We want you to celebrate your successes, and we want you to share your successes. So please type in the chat or in the comments how you're changing, what you're doing to improve, and how you're making the world a better place. So we look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Hope you're having a wonderful day today, and we'll see you guys soon.